You ever have one of those mornings that start off so peaceful, you just know something's about to go wrong? That was me, coffee in one hand, the rumble of my old green tractor in the other, when I saw her. Karen, hair perfectly puffed, sunglasses reflecting pure attitude, driving her shiny white SUV like she owned the entire dirt road. And right behind her, her teenage son, Tyler, recording something on his phone. I was mowing the edge of my property, keeping the roadside neat. The ground was a bit muddy from last night's rain, so I'd parked my tractor carefully, half off the shoulder. But to Karen, even that was an issue. She slowed down, rolled her window halfway, and snapped, "Can't you do that somewhere else? You're blocking the road." I smiled politely. "Ma'am, it's a public road. I'm well off to the side." Her lips tightened. "You people think you can just park your machines wherever you want." I didn't even know what she meant by "you people," but before I could respond, her son chimed in. "Mom, chill. He's just working." She ignored him, revved her engine, and sped off, tires spinning mud onto my boots. I remember shaking my head, thinking that was the end of it. But an hour later, I heard the screech, that gut-punching, metal-grinding sound that makes your heart stop. I turned and saw it, her SUV sideways in the ditch, front bumper half buried in mud, steam hissing from the hood. Tyler was standing outside, waving his arms. "Hey, you!" he yelled across the field. "It's your fault. She skidded because of your stupid tractor." I blinked, stunned. My tractor? I wasn't even near the road. But Karen, sitting in the driver's seat with her face red as fire, screamed out the window, "Yes, you were. You left ruts on the shoulder, and when I swerved to avoid them, I slid in." Now, I'd seen plenty of things in my life, but being blamed for someone's bad driving wasn't one of them. Tyler kept filming, shouting about dangerous farm equipment and reckless behavior. It didn't take long for the situation to spiral into something way bigger than a ditch accident, because within the next 30 minutes, the HOA president showed up. And that's when things got real ugly. If you've ever dealt with an HOA, you know, they show up faster than the cops when there's even a hint of drama. So when Karen's SUV ended up nose first in the ditch, it didn't surprise me that Mr. Billings, our ever polite but secretly power-hungry HOA president, came strutting down the road with his clipboard like he was investigating a crime scene. He looked from the muddy tire tracks to my tractor parked nearby. "What happened here, folks?" Karen was already in tears, mascara streaking down her cheeks. "This man's tractor caused me to crash. Look at these ruts. It's unsafe." Tyler backed her up, camera still rolling. "Yeah, we've got everything on video. He was working too close to the road." I crossed my arms. "Billings, I was maintaining my property. The county encourages us to keep the ditches clear. I didn't block anything." Karen cut me off. "Oh, don't play innocent. You farmers think you can just do whatever you want because you've got old machines and mud everywhere." Billings scratched his chin, clearly enjoying the attention. "Well, this could be an HOA violation if your work extended onto community grounds." Violation? I laughed in disbelief. I was mowing grass. If anything, I was helping the neighborhood look decent. But Karen wasn't backing down. She pulled out her phone and showed him a blurry clip Tyler had taken earlier that morning. Me on the tractor, engine running, grass flying. The angle made it look like I was right up against the road, though I knew for a fact I wasn't. Billings adjusted his glasses. That does appear close. We'll need to review this further." Tyler, full of smug teenage confidence, added, "Yeah, we're posting this online. Everyone's gonna see how reckless this guy is." Karen nodded. "And I expect the HOA to handle this immediately." I could have been killed. Billings turned to me with that fake neutral tone. "Until this is sorted out, I'm going to ask that you stop using your tractor near the road." Now that ticked me off, so I'm being punished for keeping things clean while she can't control her SUV. Billings shrugged. "We just want to keep the peace." "Peace?" I muttered. "You're handing her the whole war." As Karen's SUV got towed away, she gave me one last smirk, like she'd just won something. But she didn't know. I had a camera, too, and my footage told a very different story. Continue. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Karen's smirk and Billings's smug little clipboard. They made me out to be some reckless farmer when I was just trying to keep our road safe. So around midnight, I went to my shed and pulled the memory card from my dash camera. I'd installed it a few months back after some teenagers had been joyriding near my fields. And boy, was I glad I did. I popped the card into my laptop, hit play, and there it was. Crystal clear footage of the entire morning. At timestamp 9:42 a.m., Karen's white SUV came barreling down the road. I was on my tractor, fully off to the side, mowing the grass well within my property line. She slowed down, leaned out the window, and shouted. The audio caught every word. "Can't you do that somewhere else? You're blocking the road!" Then she sped off, and the camera caught her tires flinging mud into the air. At 10:37 a.m., you could see the moment her SUV skidded. She was driving way too fast for that wet gravel road, and when she overcorrected, the car slid sideways into the ditch. No contact with my tractor, no obstruction, no ruts deep enough to cause anything. It was textbook reckless driving. I smiled as I paused the video. Gotcha. The next morning, I called Billings and asked him to come over. He arrived with Karen and Tyler in tow, clearly expecting an apology. Karen had that smug confidence again, arms crossed, lips pursed. "Well," she said, "are you ready to take responsibility?" I motioned toward my laptop. "Actually, yes. Let's all take a look." The video played, every word, every second, uncut and undeniable. Karen's jaw dropped. Tyler's phone slowly lowered. Even Billings leaned in, squinting at the screen. When the clip ended, silence filled the room. I folded my arms. "Now tell me again, whose fault was it?" Karen stammered. That can't be right. Maybe the camera angle." Billings held up a hand. "Karen, it's pretty clear. You were speeding." For once, Karen didn't have a comeback. She grabbed her purse and stormed out, muttering something about lawyers and mud traps. Tyler followed, red-faced. "Sorry, man," he mumbled before leaving. Billings sighed. I'll clear this up with the HOA. You won't hear about it again." But he was wrong, because a few days later, someone uploaded Tyler's edited version of the footage online, and it went viral. 3 days later, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Notifications, calls, and messages, all from neighbors, friends, even people I didn't know. At first, I thought something bad had happened. Then I saw the video. Title, Ruthless Farmer Endangers SUV, HOA Mom Nearly Dies. Posted by A. Tyler Truths. The clip was cleverly edited. My tractor looked closer to the road than it really was. The part where Karen yelled was cut short, and they slowed down the moment of her crash to make it seem like she swerved to avoid me. It had over 200,000 views in just 24 hours. The comments were brutal. Typical redneck behavior. He should lose his property rights. Poor woman. She could have been killed. I couldn't believe it. The truth was sitting on my laptop, but the world had already made up its mind. That night, I decided I wasn't going to take it quietly. I uploaded my version of the footage, unedited, clear as daylight, under the title, Karen Blames My Tractor. Here's the real story. I didn't expect much, but within hours, people started noticing the differences. Comment after comment appeared. Wait, her son cut this. The farmer wasn't even close to the road. She straight up lied. By the next morning, my video had more views than theirs. Tyler's page was flooded with backlash, and Karen's name was being roasted across every HOA meme page imaginable. The same neighbors who'd given me dirty looks now stopped by my gate, apologizing. Didn't know the full story, they'd say. You handled it well. Even Billings called, sounding sheepish. The HOA would like to formally apologize for the misunderstanding. I didn't rub it in, though part of me wanted to. Instead, I posted one last video. A calm, straightforward clip. Just me, my tractor, and the same road behind me. I said, before you believe what you see online, remember, there's always another side. Sometimes the loudest voice isn't the one telling the truth. That clip went viral again, this time for the right reasons. People called it the perfect Karen comeback. Others said it was a lesson in humility and patience. Karen eventually took her SUV to another mechanic. And, rumor has it, she stopped attending HOA meetings altogether. As for me, I still mow that same stretch of road every week. And every time I pass that ditch, I can't help but smile. Because sometimes, karma doesn't need your help. It just needs time to find the right gear. Enjoying these wild HOA and Karen drama stories? Hit that subscribe button for more real life, neighborhood chaos, and unbelievable encounters. If this one made you shake your head, drop a like and tell me in the comments, who do you think was really at fault here? Karen or her son?